felt as though I was treated quite shabbily towards the end at Canterbury, that relationships had broken down over his comments.
Handbags at 10 paces when those two were in action. If he had have rode after that and I had have met him, I would have put him through, given the opportunity. Whether I'd gone through myself, it gave him the type of medicine on what he deserved, and basically see how hard he really was.
Well, you just call him Jack the Lad. He was Who Loves Me with his bloody blonde hair. And
I could do basically what I wanted, and that wasn't good for Speedway. But too much social, not enough time on the bikes, etc. Not the right way to go.
Very low. There's talking about sectioning me, which I understand, you know, is a terrible place to be. It took my shotgun away from me, and I always had someone with me then, whether it was my mother or my sister, that wouldn't leave me alone.
Did you generally have sort of suicidal thoughts?
Yeah, I even looked at the exhaust pipe of the car to see what size pipe to get for the exhaust. It was a terrible place to be. And
Hoskin's real true gentleman. Out of all my promoters, I couldn't have asked for a better one. He worshipped me. I got on really well with him. I had so much fun with him. Burning his hat end of the season, just kick his hat. He used to say to me in the last meeting, he would say, "All right, boy, don't forget my hat. Don't forget my hat tonight. You've got to burn that later."
If there was a gap there, a minuscule gap, Barney would get his front wheel in and push his opponent out of the way, which was always handy, you know, to have someone that couldn't trap, and Barney wasn't a trapper at all. He did force his way through on lots and lots of occasions and scored an awful lot of points for Canterbury. And again, was a good guy to have in the team. Always had a bit of banter with Kelvin Malarkey from my house. There was always a few handbags at 10 paces when those two were in action.
Les, we do clash a bit, me and Les, but at least one thing I can say about him now, I have got hair and he hasn't. And I remember years ago, all the pictures we had taken us when we were both trying to grow, who could grow the longest hair.
Well, that was the 70s, wasn't it? Early 70s, and long hair, platform boots, loon trousers, and that went when I was about, I don't know, 21, 22, that got cut off when I was about 20, and and now of course I've been using this shampoo, this wash and go, and it's disappeared.
Copy.
Steve Coppy, my mate Coppy. A great family, great team member. Hard as nails, another one, typical Aussie, full bore. Gentleman, help me out anytime, used to help do me engines, if ever a problem, Steve was sorted for me.
I think 78 was the best best team spirit within the camp. The years I rode at Canterbury, 78 was really good. You had the Aussies, Bob Spelter, Terry Cassidy. One of the low points, of course, was the Graham Banks getting killed on the grass track on the Sunday.
And so Graham ended up like a brother, basically, in lots of ways.
I went through his funeral. Funny enough, I still got the funeral service upstairs now. I kept him because he just meant a lot to me, because I raced with him and I knew him a few. You're going to see this DVD, what people are doing, and people say their own personal views of him. Personally, he was a great rider. You can ask for about number one in your team, real professional. But he was just a bit of a loner, really. But it's a shame because he did mix with the team. That's a bit I didn't like about when I was at Canterbury. They made him captain when I was there. That's no problem, but he didn't. Where when you're captain, you got to mix with riders and help them. He would just stay to himself.
Well, you say National League pairs, I think it might have been National League enemies because Mike and I weren't talking at all, even although fellow countrymen. I'm not quite sure why we weren't talking, but the reason for leaving Canterbury in the end after a bit of quite a serious fallout, we were sitting in a bar at Canterbury the one day, and one of the reserve riders for the team turned around to me and said, "No, you can buy the next round. You're earning a fortune." And I turned around and I said, "Where do you come from?" And he mentioned what he's earning, and I looked at him and I said, "You're earning more than me." And that's what started the whole fight. I went straight to Wally, had a go at him. I've never been very diplomatic in my life. And that was the start of the fight.